What's up?
What's up, everybody?
Let's see. Give a couple minutes see if anybody joins us, but I figured we'd hop on real quick, knock out a update because World's
Yes.
Strongest Man started today.
Yep. And already some surprises.
Yeah, it's been an interesting day. All right, let's see. We'll give it a couple more minutes. Get this pulled up here. All right, you ready to get started?
Oh, yeah.
What's up, Keith? Keith in the chat with us. So, do you want to just go group by group, or how do you want to do this? Because there's been some interesting things happen today.
Let's just go group by group to the
All
events.
right, all right. So, first group, group one. No big surprise. Tom Stoltman is winning. Stoltman is winning with 1 point lead over Eddie Williams. Let's see. He took first in the first event, and he tied for first in the second event with the deadlift. Nothing really in Group One surprising today, except for Andrade, Austin Andrade. I'm kind of surprised to see him at the bottom.
Yeah, well, we all know his big fat ass probably can't move that well.
Well, that's another thing too. If you look at all the only people who didn't finish the medley or the loading race were the people who tore their biceps. So,
hmm
do you think it was too light?
I don't necessarily think it was too light. I just think there's some big boys that came in really heavy and they were gassed.
I got you. Moving on to Group Two. This one is a little interesting. Patty Haynes is leading Group Two over Mitchell Hooper by 1.5. Got Matt Ragg in third, Durinsky in fourth, and then Bryce Johnson in fifth. Now, they still have one more event today, but it's in an hour from now or 45 minutes from now. So I can't do another episode tonight, but so we'll update that tomorrow if we jump on again. Any surprise with this one? Everybody in this group looked like they just tied for second on the deadlift with 7 reps.
No, I mean, they're all going to try to get through without using as much strength as possible. So that's probably a smart
Yeah.
tactic.
All right, Group Three. It was pretty interesting to see Shane Flowers took the win on the first event. Um, One of the fastest times overall out of all the groups with 40
Yeah,
seconds. Only a few
he was
people
overall
faster than
fourth, is
him.
what I saw.
Okay. Big surprise here is the bottom of this division. You got Lucas Hatton and Kilikowski in fourth and fifth. Mateus just zeroed the deadlift. I'm hoping he's not hurt, but I know his deadlift is not his best, but I figured he'd at least get 1 rep on the board, especially since Maxine did too.
Yeah.
Any surprises there?
I mean,
You,
with him deadlifting, he must have been injured. That's the only thing they might have tore a lat again or something.
I am happy to see that even though Lucas Hatton didn't do as well in the first event, again, I say he didn't do well. All of these athletes were like within 8 seconds of each other for the most part. You had a couple outliers in the 30 seconds, but majority of the athletes were in the 42 to 48 second. So even though he did it that fast, he still came in dead last in the first one. But he got 7 reps, which looks to be the constant or the average, I guess is the word to use for
Yep.
the deadlift. So I'll be curious to see how the overhead medley shakes up Group Three because that one really surprised me. You got Ryan O'Neill in first with Shane Flowers in second. All right. Group Four. This is Andre Fortu, right?
hmm
All right. So he's tied with Trey Mitchell with 8 points. Trey rocking out 10 reps. I think that was the most out of that was most out of all the groups today on the deadlift. No surprise though.
Yep.
That I do want to ask you, do you think Trey Mitchell or Mitchell Hooper are going to be the closest to breaking the deadlift record?
Trey Mitchell.
Yeah, I think so too. If he suits up. Got old Maxime Boudreau sitting here tied for third with Tristan Hoth. Yeah, seeing as he got one rep on the deadlift, I'm scared Mateus is going to be injured. But then we had our very first withdrawal with Luke Richardson. From my understanding, it was a bicep tear.
Yep, tore the same bicep he tore last year on the same molding of medley.
Let's see. All right, moving on to Group 5. Pablo Cordiaca in first place with Andrew Flynn in second. Nick Guardian sitting right outside in third by only a half a point. It'd be cool to see him go from, official strongman games up to the finals here.
Yep.
Then Luke Stoltman sitting in fourth. And unfortunately, Evan Singleton in the same boat as
Tore
Luke
his bicep
Richardson
too.
on the same bag, it looks like.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I know. I saw his time, and they hadn't put him as withdrew yet.
You knew
And
who
then I
I
went to his social media, and he had put on there like, turning my phone off, just a heads up.
Yeah. He completely tore his. Where Richardson only tore his muscle. He didn't tear his ligament this time.
Oh, that's good. Hate that for Evan, though.
All this World Strongest Man, of all the drama that's going on, it does make me happy to know that there's not a name up there, Bobby Thompson, on any of these. So,
I was wondering if you were going to say anything about that.
yeah.
I am okay seeing Luke Stoltman's name at the bottom right there as well. Now, do you think Mitchell Hooper is going to not win his group this time because
No,
it
he'll
doesn't
win.
matter?
I think he's going to win. Because the winner of the group overall and all the events you do, when they come out on the final events, somebody's going to start at 10 points.
Yeah.
So,
Well, Manny, yes, that is Trey in a polo because he just got off work.
yeah.
You okay there?
Yeah, it's just retarded.
Well, does this change your picks based off of the first two events? Do you have any?
Yes.
different picks?
So Mitchell Hooper. I'm still going to go Lucas Hatton for now, and I'm going to go Trey Mitchell third.
Yeah, I think I'm going to stick with my original because I had Mitchell, Lucas, and then Shane Flowers. And the way Shane's competing right now, I think he might have a chance.
Possibly.
Let
The
us know in
static
the
events
comments.
where he's not going to do so well in the finals with the static events compared to some other
I don't
names.
know a
But,
lot about him, but I was really impressed by that.
he's only around a 940 puller, maybe 920. I can't remember exactly, but it's right over 9. And his log, I think he's done a 430 or 440 log, which I mean is good. Don't get me wrong,
Mm-hmm.
but some of them guys are way more, up there as far as weights.
So it looks like his biggest finish was second place at Britain's Strongest Man.
Yeah.
He did win 2023 Strongman Champions League in England.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I don't know I don't know who my third person is yet. Honestly, I picked Shane Flowers just because what you said and his showing at the beginning of this went really well. I am concerned Lucas might not even get to the final unless he does really well in these next three events.
I think he will. I think he'll do good.
Because I mean,
But,
he's 2 points outside the top three, and only the top two
we'll
go.
see
So.
what the last event holds this evening.
Yeah. Let us know in the comments what was the biggest surprise for you today. I know me, it was Evan Singleton. Luke Richardson, I wasn't as surprised about, but I was surprised about Evans.
Yeah. But we can answer them on the next video.
Yeah, and we're going to try to do this again tomorrow around the same time. Just kind of give you an update. Tomorrow we'll have 3 events to talk about because we'll finish out day 2. And I think day 2 will be done by then. Let me double check. Yeah, so day 2 will be done by 4 p.m. or 5 p.m. our time. So if we jump on around 6, we'll be able to cover the last 3 events.
Yep.
And then Saturday, we probably will not be able to do this. My daughter has a dance recital. I'm sorry. She is more important than World's Strongest Man to me. But Sunday, we might be able to hop on here sometime in the afternoon before I have to go to my afternoon job and recap the whole show.
Yep, we'll do that.
Let's see. Did you see Adam's comment?
Yeah, the pain is probably one.
Yeah, I guess the pain.
Mine was horrible, so yeah, I wouldn't have kept going.
Was yours a full tear?
Yes,
So you had surgery and everything.
yes.
Oof. All right. Well, real quick, let's predict the final event today. Who do you think is going to win in each group? So, Group One, out of Tom Stoltman, Eddie Williams. Do we see any changes in Group One?
No, no, I don't see any changes. I think Group 1 stay the same, and Group 2 is going to be the same. Mr. Hooper's going to probably win the next event.
So that would, if Patty Haynes stays in if Patty Haynes gets at least second in that event, he'll maintain first place through day one.
Yep.
So I think it's going to stick about the same as well. I think Patty Haynes is going to finish day one leading his group with Mitchell Hooper right behind him. Group 3, I say Lucas wins this event, and Shane Flowers. Lucas might jump to third, but I don't see top 2 changing. Then Group 4,
No.
we got Andre Fortu and Trey Mitchell tied with 8 points each. I think Trey, he's got the pressing strength. I think Trey might jump into first, but other than that, nothing really changes there. And then the last group, Cordiaca is up by 1.5 points, and Nick Guardione's sitting outside by 0.5 point. Luke Stoltman's got a good pressing power. Do you
I
think
think
he'll
it's going to be
jump?
Cordiaca, and then Luke will be behind him on that event.
So that might push Luke Stoltman up into second or third, depending on how Andrew Flynn does.
Yep.
All right. Well,
All right.
quick, simple. Appreciate you hopping on, Trey.
Yes, sir.
If y'all will, just go ahead and comment in the down below or whatever, and let us know what you think is going to happen on this last event today. We'll come back to it tomorrow and look and see.
All right.
You have a good night.
Have a good one, America.
Just do your thing.
Wake up, today's gonna be a good day. Wake up, today's gonna be a good day. Wake up.